Newton, Williams, and Ruggiero. Three-point shot is good, and that's number 15, Quinton Pinar for three. So the last 6 points by the Sachems, taking what was once an 8-point Arlington lead, chopping it all the way down to 2. Just underway second quarter, 16-14 Arlington. I think Gene Jock thought that Woog McGinty was going to keep, Jaden Williams thought that Woog McGinty was going to continue his path to the basket. Instead, he pulled up, and it caused a turnover. So Ho and Hess in, Williams and Gene Jack out for the Ponders. 7 minutes remaining, second quarter. Ponders by 2. Kraft's going to take that three. Kraft's going to have it go in and out on him. Rebound put up by Pinar, and Pinar has run off 5 consecutive points for the Sachems, and he ties the game at 16. So once up 16-8, we're now tied at 16, 8 straight for the Sachems. Ruggiero for three, and he answers with a big basket. Luca Ruggiero with a big three-point basket, giving the Ponders a 19-16 lead, 6.5 minutes remaining, second quarter, and now a blocking foul will be called against Luca. Now for Luca, that was foul number 2. And let's see if that prompts Coach Woods to go to the bench. He will anyway, with Hess replacing Woog McGinty, and sure enough, Ruggiero will check out of the Arlington lineup with those 2 fouls, and he's replaced by number 0, sophomore Simon Hess. So the Hess boys are in there at the same time for the Ponders, 0, Simon, and 10 Miles, the tri-captain. 6:15 remaining first half. Good defense there by Simon Hess, not giving up the baseline. Ball knocked loose, deflected a couple of times, and they're going to say that it was last touched by Winchester. Arlington ball. Great defense there by Arlington. A foul called. I think that's going to go against number 3, Philip Shagru. And if it is, that's Shagru's second. Indeed it is, 5th on the team. So Arlington's philosophy has kind of been, you get 2 fouls in the first half, you come out. Let's see how Winchester coach Fleming plays that with his leading scorer for today with 8 points and quad captain Shagru. Hess up and under, no. Poe fights for the rebound. He comes up with it. He's going to try a tough off-balance shot. It did not go. Winchester with the rebound. Shaquille, he hit the first basket of the game, I believe. A 3-pointer has been held scoreless since. A nice entry pass there, and going up strong with the left hand is Pinar. And Pinar lays it in. Back the other way, here's Dennis Hope. Blocked from behind by Shagru. Great defensive play by Philip Shagru. Here comes Winchester with a chance to take the lead. Shagru's going to take the 3. It's in and out. Rebound put up and in. And it's Pinar again with the left hand. So Pinar has come alive here offensively for the Sachems in the second quarter, as he has 9, I believe all 9 this quarter. And the Sachems take the lead, 20-19. 5 minutes remaining, first half. Here's Ho, who's going to try to give the Ponders lead again. Blocked by Gogolin. 2 consecutive shots by Dennis Ho, blocked by 2 different Winchester players. Here's Pinar with the right hand this time, lays it in, and Winchester's on a little bit of a run here, and Arlington needs to calm down here a little bit, run their offense, get a basket, and get the momentum going back in their favor. Now, Phelan Newton wasn't expecting that pass from Dennis Ho, and the ball goes out of bounds. Winchester ball. So, 4:41 remaining, second quarter. Ponders find themselves down by 3, 22-19. For Arlington, number 5, Marcus Gene Jock back into the lineup. So it's Gene Jock, the Hess boys, Phelan Newton, and Burns, the 5 for Arlington. Good defense there by Arlington, double team. 15 on the shot clock for Winchester. And both players fall down. Gene Jock comes over for the double team. Arlington really aggressive defensive. It looks like a 2-3 zone with all kinds of matchups. Now spinning into the lane and putting it up and in is number 24, Matthew Hugh. Hugh's first basket of the game, and Winchester with their largest lead of the game at 5. Ball knocked away by Winchester. Here come the Sachems all alone. What a block by Marcus Gene Jack! Gogolin thought he had an easy layup. Gene Jack came from behind and said, no thank you, and makes a tremendous defensive play. Oh, wow, that's a momentum play there perhaps for the Ponders. They might have found themselves down by 7 points, maybe even prompting Coach Woods to take a timeout. Instead, Gene Jack changes everything, but now Winchester on a beautiful play on the inbounding from the sideline gets an easy 2 for Sean Gogolin. So now Winchester does get that 7-point lead. Jaden Williams back into the pond to line up. Pass for Hess, knocked loose. Hess gets it to Gene Jack in the corner. Jack gonna try the baseline drive, he's getting bumped along the way. Pass knocked out of bounds, Arlington ball. 26-19 Sachems, 3:41 remaining. Arlington finds themselves down by 7. Remember, Arlington led this game at one point, 16-8. Hess for 3. Yes, sir. Big hoop there by the tri-captain Miles Hess, his second three-pointer of the afternoon. He has 6, and the Spy Ponders have cut the deficit down to 4, 26-22 with 3:20 remaining first half. Double team here by Arlington. Williams and Paoletti Newton caused the turnover. Great double team by those two. Here's Gene Jack, he's gonna take a corner 3. He knocks down the corner 3. Marcus Gene Jack with a huge basket, and the Spy Ponders have cut the lead down to 1. 26-25, up and down here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Hugh into the lane, no, rebound locked loose. Officials confer. No signal yet, but the fact that the players aren't moving makes me think that it's going to be, and it will be, Winchester basketball. Let's check the 5 in there now for the Sachems. You have number 11, that's Henry Kraft. Number 32 is Jeff Tan. Number 33 is Trevor Lopez. Number 24 is Matthew Hugh. And who am I missing? Number 14 is Sam Fury, excuse me. Burns try to knock that ball loose from Tan. Now Tan takes it in, goes to Lopez. Lopez with a little difficult pass, short pass, but it worked. And Kraft lays it in. Henry Kraft, quad captain, with his first basket of the afternoon. And the Sachems lead by 3 with 2:19 remaining in a great, wonderfully played first half. Paoletti Newton going to his left, comes back with the right and puts it in off the window. 5 on the afternoon for Paoletti Newton. The Ponders trail by 1. And now a traveling violation will be called against Winchester. Number 23, Omar Shaquille, back into the Sachem lineup. Trevor Lopez, number 33 for Winchester, in the game right now. He's going to be playing golf at UConn next year, so a tremendous golf player for the Sachems. And also number 10, Gogolin, he's their leading scorer. He's going to play at Roger Williams next year. Now the ball's fought for. Held ball will be called, and on the alternating possession rule, I think it will be Arlington ball. Winchester will get the next one. Arlington now with Miles Hess, number 10, Marcus Gene Jack, number 5, Aiden Woog McGinty, number 21, Jaden Williams, number 3, and Rowan Paoletti Newton, number 24, the 5 for the Ponders. Paoletti Newton's gonna take a 4-pointer, comes up a little bit short. Hugh with the rebound. Of course, that went in for you young folks, that would not have been 4 points. But he was way out there, just came up a little bit short. Sachems up by 1. Shot's no good, rebound fought for. Tan comes away with it. Kraft had it knocked away. Here comes Jaden Williams back. Jaden Williams gonna try a little loft pass for Gene Jack, didn't work, but Arlington able to reset the lineup. Here's Miles Hess. He's gonna go all the way to the basket, pull up for window, off the window, left-handed shot, no. Hugh with the rebound. Coming up on the final minute of play in the first half. Arlington down by 1, 28-27, exactly 1 minute to play. And a 3-point shot there is good by Omar Shaquille. So Shaquille with the first basket of the afternoon. He has the most recent one as well. He has 6 on the day for the Sachems. And the Sachems lead at 31-27, under a minute to play. Paoletti Newton sets the pick for Miles. Miles gonna take the pull-up 3, and he's hitting it today. Miles Hess is feeling it. He's 3 for 3 on 3-point shots. He has 9, and the Spy Pond is now down by just 1. 32 seconds remaining in the half, 23 in the shot clock, so about a 7-second differential in the 2 clocks. Winchester will not be able to hold for a final shot. Inside, and a traveling violation is called against Jeff Tan. So now with 21 exactly seconds remaining, Arlington ball. Dennis Ho back into the Arlington lineup. He replaces Aiden Woog McGinty. Arlington going a little offense for defense for this, hopefully, final possession. Remember, in the first quarter, Arlington was going to hold for a final possession, but Phelan Newton was wide open, hit the three, and then Winchester hit a buzzer-beating half-court shot for three to answer. 10 seconds in the quarter. Arlington down by one. Gene Jack into the paint. Goes up, kicks it back out to Ho. Ho's going to fake it, take it, fake it, now take it. No. And that's the end. That's the way the first half will end. So a fantastic first half of action here. Both teams had leads of approximately 8 points, and they'll go to the break. Now remember, it's only a 2-minute and 30-second break between the first and second half. You don't have that long break anymore. But we'll take a break here with the score at the half. Winchester 31, Arlington 30. And back here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium, getting ready for second half action. Don Phelan bringing you the action high above courtside. Maxwell DePriest is our cameraman, and Kevin Wetmore is our producer, as we have the 4-0 Spy Ponders of Arlington High School matching up against the 3-1 Sachems of Winchester High School. Arlington trails it by 1 at the half, 31-30. Thanks for joining us. Arlington now. We'll check that starting lineup. The same lineup that began the game for Arlington. Number 1, Dennis Ho. Number 5, Marcus Gene Jack. Number 10, Miles Hess. Number 14, Henry Burns. Number 24, Rowan Phelan Newton. I believe the Sachems are also going with their starting 5 as a 3-point shot there by number 23, Omar Shaquille is no good. Here comes Phelan Newton to the basket, switches to the left hand, no. Ho with the rebound, try to put it up in the same motion as getting the rebound. Now 2 players fighting hard for the ball. And it didn't look like Shaquille really cared for that, but I think that Henry Burns just had the ball and they got locked up with both players possessing the ball. And Burns is just a bigger young man than Shaquille, and I think Shaquille got the worst of it. Now they're shaking hands and exchanging pleasantries, which is nice, because I didn't think there was any harm intended by either player on that play. And resulting call is a held ball and possession arrow pointing Arlington's favor. Quick substitution for Arlington. Jaden Williams in. Rowan Phelan Newton out. Let's check that 5 for Winchester. Number 3, Philip Shagru. Number 10, Sean Gogolin. Number 11, Henry Kraft. Number 14, Quinton Pinar. Number 23, Omar Shaquille. with 4 of those players quad captains for the Sachems. 3-point shot there is blocked, knocked out of bounds. I believe it was Dennis Ho on the block. And of course, they'll inbound from the side as opposed to from the baseline. Another quick substitution for Arlington. Marcus Jean-Jacques checking out of the Ponder lineup, being replaced by number 55, Luca Ruggiero. A traveling violation called against Winchester. Here comes Ruggiero to the basket, tried it with the left hand, no. Ho again with that follow-up putback, unable to come up with it. A ball stripped off Winchester, Arlington ball. Great defensive play there. I believe it was Henry Burns with that defensive play, able to deflect it off the Winchester player. Ruggiero gets the pass ahead of the pack to Williams. Williams goes up and under, no. Here's Ho again with that put back up in the air. Another one, a second one. There's probably been 4 or 5 of those that Dennis is trying to put that ball right back up in the air in the same motion as the rebound. Hasn't had such much success with it, but it's a good play because you don't give the defense a chance to react to it. And he'll start making those, I'm sure. Difficult shots, but he can do it. Pinar might have got away with a carry there. Gonna go in the corner to Gogolin for 3, short. Pinar able to come up with it. They did not reset the shot clock, but I believe that ball did graze the rim. So they will give Winchester the ball. They'll probably take a couple seconds off the shot clock. I don't think they'll give them the full 30. We're gonna go with 27 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta give Aiden Woog-McGinty some credit here as one of Arlington's tri-captains. It looked like there might have been an issue with Marcus Jean-Jacques, and Woog-McGinty went over there. You couldn't see it, it was off camera. Again, another pass knocked out of bounds by Arlington's defense off a Winchester player. But Marcus Jean-Jacques seemed a little bit upset, and Woog-McGinty, as a tri-captain, went away from his chair on the bench, went right over to Marcus Jean-Jacques, talked to him a little bit, make sure he's still in the game, and some great captaincy work there by Aiden Woog-McGinty. Yet another thing that he does that doesn't show up on the score sheet is Jaden Williams with a very difficult shot. I believe he used the window on that baseline drive, able to lay it in. First points of the second half. Arlington takes the lead. Williams, first bucket of the day. Pinar, short, but he gets the roll. Quinton Pinar has been the offensive bright light for the Sachems. He leads the way with 13 points, 11 in the first half. Here's Ruggiero. He's just going to go right at the Winchester defender. Doesn't get it to go, but he'll pick up the call. Will go against number 10, Sean Gogolin. And Ruggiero will go to the line for 2. Aggressive move there by Luca, resulting in 2 free throws. First one is good. Number 24, Matthew Hugh, and check that, I believe it's number 33, Trevor Lopez, checking into the Sachem lineup. Ruggiero around the rim and out on the second one, but Burns picks up the offensive rebound. Great work there by Henry Burns. Here comes Dennis Ho off the glass, no. Coach Woods thought he got hit, wanted the foul, didn't get it. Tied at 33, 5:15 remaining, third quarter. Winchester's tied up, and as Pinar was about to get double teamed, he was in a lot of trouble. So what Winchester coach Fleming did was he took a timeout. He didn't want to lose possession on that play, so he takes his first of his allotted 5 timeouts. 5:03 remaining, third quarter. He'll have 14 seconds still remaining on the Winchester shot clock. Upcoming games for the Spy Punters, as I mentioned earlier, they don't play again until next Saturday, the 30th. Then they play the following Saturday on the 6th at Reading. So Arlington will not have another home game until Tuesday, February 9th. So that's a ways away. And hopefully the Ponders will continue their winning ways on the road after this afternoon's game. As we mentioned, Arlington 4-0 in the Liberty division, tied for first place in the division. Winchester at 3-1. Winchester kind of in a semi-huddle for their timeout. Arlington in the socially distanced seating. Pros and cons, I guess, to both of those setups. Winchester first to break their huddle. Now Arlington will break theirs and will resume action what has been a greatly contested Middlesex Liberty League game. Again, Winchester really able to run nice inbounding plays from the sideline. And I believe it was Pinar, the recipient of that pass. That pass came all the way from the sideline into the post. Pinar lays it in, gives Winchester the lead. Here's Hess, he was hot from the other side in the first half, missed that three. Burns got the rebound though, put it back up, no. He's fouled on the play, he'll go to the line for two. Foul committed by number 24, Matthew Hugh, his second on the team. Henry Burns, no on the first one. Marcus Jean Jack will check back into the Arlington lineup, and he replaces Jaden Williams. Second free throw for Burns is good. 35-34, Sachem's 4:44 remaining, third quarter. Looking like man-to-man defense for Arlington. Coming up on 10 seconds on the shot clock for Winchester, and they're all the way out here towards midcourt. Here's Pinar. And I got a reach-in foul on Miles Hess. Tough call there for Miles, committing that foul with just 6 seconds on the shot clock. And Winchester was all the way out at the top of the key. So Winchester will get a reset on the shot clock. Arlington will have number 24, Rowan Paoletti-Newton, check back into the game, replacing Luca Ruggiero. 35-34 Sachem's. And Pinar and Hess kind of got caught up with each other, and when Pinar spun out of that little tie-up with Hess, he was in an awkward position in the inbounding pass, unable to work. Arlington ball, turnover Winchester. Winchester man-to-man also. Pretty much man-to-man for both teams for the majority of the first 2.5 quarters. Paoletti-Newton takes that pull-up jump shot. I don't think so. No. Hugh with the rebound for the Sachem's. Hess comes out on the double team. Almost came up with the steal. Hugh into the paint, throws it up off the window. No, Hess with another rebound. Arlington looking to run. Here comes Marcus Jean Jack. I think he wanted to get that to Hess. He might have got bumped, not a foul, don't get me wrong, but I think he might have got a little bit of contact that made that pass a little bit trickier than he wanted to, because Hess was wide open, and he had him for a wide open three, and unfortunately the pass went out of bounds. So we remain at 35-34. Been a very low scoring quarter, each team with just 4 points, and we played 4.5 minutes in this third quarter. 3:22 remaining. Here's Pinar again. Off the window, no, rebound fought for. Hess had it, hustles for it. I believe he touched it last. Winchester ball. Aiden Woog-McGinty into the Arlington lineup. Henry Burns checks out. Winchester ball, sideline, foul line extended on the sideline. 6 feet required distance this year, not the normal 3 feet that we've all grown up with in basketball. Another great inbounding play for Winchester. They tried the high lob pass. I think it was for Gogolin intended. I don't know if he felt like he was altered in his path, because that pass looked like it should have worked, and it wasn't even close. Ball was not touched, so the ball will be inbounded at the point where it was last played. and Arlington will have the ball with a chance to retake the lead. 3:10 remaining, third quarter. Here's Gene Jack to the basket. No. Hess with the follow-up. No. Woog McGinty with the follow-up. No. Hess with another rebound. Arlington can reset. Paoletti Newton fake the three. Now he's going to take the three. Short. Rebound for Gogolin. 2:51 remaining, third quarter. Ponders down 1. Looks like a 1-4 offense here for Winchester. The backdoor cut worked, but the pass did not. As number 20, Dylan Ketterer, into the Winchester lineup. Made the backdoor cut wide open, but the pass was a little too strong. And another turnover for the Sachems. Gogolin, Hugh, Kraft, Pinar, and Shagru, the 5 for the Sachems. Shagru with 8 first-half points, scoreless here so far in the second half. As a matter of fact, well, neither team has done much offensively in the second half. Gene Jack off the window, no. Pinar with the rebound. Still 35-34. 2:10 remaining, third quarter. Gogolin for 3, no. Ho with the rebound. If that pass was deflected or not, but Hess is there for it. Now his pass intended for Gene Jack on the corner, knocked loose. Hugh unable to come up with it. So Arlington, it will be Arlington ball. Arlington takes a timeout, and before Coach Woods talks to his team, he has a question for one of the officials. Looks like he has had his question answered to his satisfaction, and the teams will go to the bench for the timeout. Second timeout called by the Spy Ponders. Winchester has used just 1. We're under 2 minutes. We have 1 minute 56 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the score is still Winchester 35, Arlington 34. So the score was 31-30 at the half. So we have 4 points each, combined 8 points for both teams in this third quarter after a pretty good offensive first half, slow and low scoring third quarter. So that ball went out of bounds on the end line, so it will be Arlington ball on the sideline, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Of course, this is an area where Arlington has excelled over the years, first with Coach Bowler, now with Coach Woods, having those inbounds plays on the baseline. They have some great inbounding plays resulting in easy baskets, but no longer, well, at least not for this year. Paoletti Newton went strong to the basket. Let's see if they're going to give him shots on that, because I don't know if he was trying to shoot that and then had to pass at the last second. They are going to call it a shooting foul. So Rowan Paoletti Newton will go to the line with a chance to tie the game and perhaps then give Arlington the lead. Pinar picks up the foul, his first, third on the team. And Rowan's first shot is short. Rowan's been a little short this half, both on that free throw and on a couple of his jump shots. See if we can get a little more on this one and tie this game up. He does just that. 6 on the afternoon for Rowan. And we're tied at 35 with 1:48 remaining third quarter. Arlington increases the pressure. Paoletti Newton came from the far side, didn't get that trap. Winchester unable to take advantage. Now Arlington gets the turnover. Woog McGinty steals it. His pass intended for Ruggiero ahead of the pack, a little too long. Here come the Sachems the other way. Excuse me. Hugh for 3, no. Paoletti with the rebound, 1:22 remaining. Third quarter, tied at 35. Hess to the basket, puts it up. No, he had to switch from his right hand to his strong shooting left hand. Ball knocked out of bounds. Arlington ball. And Coach Woods calls another timeout. He was calling for an inbound play. I don't know if the players just didn't align the way he wanted them to, and he took a timeout. And so Coach Woods has used 3 of his allotted 5. We're leaving him with just 2 for the final 9-12 of this game. Hopefully that's not a timeout he's looking for down the road, down stretch time. Looking forward to tomorrow afternoon, my favorite day on the sports calendar with the AFC and NFC championship games. No predictions for me. I can see anything happening. I've been a big believer in the Bills all season long, but I've yet to see Kansas City really play these last 10 weeks or so the way they played last year. They seem like maybe teams are playing them differently defensively, but you really haven't seen Kansas City have one of those big blowout, explosion, high-scoring games. I don't know if tomorrow will be that day, but I've been impressed with Buffalo all season long. And then, of course, in the NFC game, you've got Rodgers versus Brady. Should be a good one. Back to action here at the Kozlowski Gymnasium. Minute and 9 seconds remaining, third quarter. Arlington and Winchester tied at 35. Here's Paoletti. Newton wasn't short on that one, just didn't get the roll around the rim and out. Buzzard's luck there for Rowan. We remain tied at 35. Under a minute, third quarter. Here's Pinar. He's been tough. Makes a nice move, spins, turns, draws the foul. We're going to call that foul on Miles Hess, his second on the team. Winchester with 3 team fouls, Arlington with 2. Cleanly played third quarter. Pinar misses the first free throw. Pinar with 15 for the Sachems. Trevor Lopez into the Sachem lineup. It's Lopez, number 11 Kraft, 24 Hugh, 3 Shagru, and 15 Pinar. Pinar hits the second of the 2, gives the Sachems the lead with 44 seconds remaining, third quarter. Ruggiero, Paoletti, Newton, Ho, Hess, and Woog McGinty, the 5 for the Ponders. 12 on the shot clock, and they're going to call Ruggiero for a traveling violation. He lost control of the basketball. I believe he's allowed to just bring that back in when you lose possession, but the official determined that he traveled. So for Winchester, Omar Shaquille back into the lineup. Let's see if Winchester holds for a final shot. 29.5 seconds remaining, third quarter, so the shot clock is off. Sachems with a 1-point lead. Go into Pinar. Pinar spins, puts it up, and they're going to call him for a traveling violation on the post, in the post. So big turnover there for Winchester. Now Arlington can get a final shot with 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. Hess picked up his dribble, but he got the ball ahead to Ho. Now they're going to get Pinar for a reach-in foul at three-quarter court. Fourth foul on the Sachems, second on Pinar. Gave Arlington one benefit of just increasing Winchester's foul total with 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. 7 seconds to go. They go inside to Hess. Hess fakes, and he traveled. And they're going to call him for it. Good, strong power move by Miles. Unfortunately, he took that extra bunny step and gets called for the traveling violation. So with 3.2 seconds remaining in the quarter, it will be Winchester ball on the baseline, and Winchester has the 1-point lead. And they're going to call the Winchester player for stepping out of bounds. And now, so Winchester, who had made a bunch of wholesale offensive substitutions, will now reverse course and bring in a bunch of players to play defense here. So Arlington ball, 1.2 seconds remaining. They're going to inbound it right from the scorer's table. And let's see if they can get off a final shot. Payload and Newton flashes, couldn't handle the pass. It was a little bit low because Rowan felt like he had to catch that and turn and shoot in one quick motion. So between the pass being a little bit low and Paoletti Newton wanting to be in a hurry to get off that last second shot, it just didn't work out. So that's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. It's Winchester 36, Arlington 35. And getting ready for fourth quarter action. Spy Pond is leading at 36-35. We had some technical difficulties at the beginning of the telecast, so we apologize for those. We're live now for this fourth quarter. I think we've been live since the second quarter, so happy to have you with us. And what looks to be a final fourth quarter of a tight game. So whether you're rooting for Arlington or Winchester, hope you enjoy this final quarter. And please keep in mind that the entire game will be up on the ACMi website later on this afternoon. I think you also on YouTube, ACMi content on YouTube. You can catch the full game. Let's check the five in there for the Spy Ponders. Number 1, Dennis Ho. Number 24, Rowan Paoletti Newton. Number 55, Luca Ruggiero. Number 10, Miles Hess. And number 21, Aiden Woog McGinty. Here's Dennis Ho to the basket, lays it up and in. And Ho gives Arlington their first lead in quite some time. They lead at 37-36. It's number 32, Jeff Tan. Number 23 is Omar Shaquille. Number 3 is Philip Shagru. Number 10 is Sean Gogolin. And number 11 is Henry Kraft. The 5 for the Sachems to begin this fourth quarter. Ball's last touch by Winchester. Arlington ball. 3 substitutions for the Spy Ponders. Number 3, Jaden Williams. Number 5, Marcus Jean Jack. And number 14, Henry Burns into the Ponder lineup. Winchester went to the bench as well, quickly inserting leading scorer, number 15, Quinton Pinar, back in the lineup. Let's see. I don't know if, I believe Arlington is going to be assessed a technical foul. I don't know if they had 6 on the court. There's only 5 in there now. I missed it, but indeed a technical foul against Arlington, and that will result in 2 free throws for the Sachems. It's Shaquille at the line for Winchester, hits the first of the 2. Of course, that counts as a team foul against the Ponders as well. I believe an inadvertent whistle was blown by the official. Let's see if they award Shaquille another free throw. Of course, Coach Woods wants no part of that. It was an inadvertent whistle, and of course, no matter what the officials do here, someone's gonna hate them. An inadvertent whistle blew at midcourt as Shaquille was about to attempt his second free throw. Of course, the ball is live when the free throw shooter has it, but there's nothing really going on. So Winchester is going to contend that the whistle distracted their shooter, and that's Coach Fleming, of course, and Arlington's Coach Woods is going to say, hey, inadvertent whistle, got to play through it. So you could certainly make a case for either of those. The officials decide that the free throw will count. It did not go in, and we're tied at 37. Here's Pinar, floats it, makes it. Quinton Pinar has been the story for the Sachems this afternoon. 18, almost half of the Sachem points. 39-37 Winchester. Steal by Winchester. Shaquille ahead of the pack, lays it in. Winchester with a 4-point lead, 41-37. Arlington looks a little disorganized right now offensively. They settle in now with 10 on the shot clock. Well, not quite 10, now 10 on the shot clock. They get back into their offense. Jaden Williams, corner three, no. Burns fights for the rebound, but Gogolin comes up with it for the Sachems. And right now, the momentum on the side of the Sachems, I don't know if they took that missed free throw situation and rallied around it. Nice bounce pass there, shot no good. It's a beautiful entry pass by Kraft to Gogolin. Gogolin unable to convert, but he will go to the line for 2 free throws. Sean Gogolin, quad captain at the line, misses the first free throw. Gogolin with only 2 points. He's Winchester's leading scorer, and he's going to be playing at Roger Williams next year. So Arlington has done a nice job containing the high point man for the season of the Sachems. Neither. Burns fought for the rebound. Ball's loose. Burns comes up with it. Team fouls now even at 4. With 5.5 minutes remaining, Arlington down 4. Inside to Burns. Burns kicks it back out to Ho. Ho's going to bring it into the paint. Fakes, puts it up. No traveling violation called against Dennis Ho. 5:21 remaining, fourth quarter. Arlington now remains down by 4. Inside to Pinar, quick double team. Now they back off. Pinar into the paint. Looked like Williams got a piece of that, knocked it away. Ho's ahead of the pack. He collects the pass and lays it in. Beautiful play by Arlington. Dennis Ho lays it in. Spy Pond has cut the lead down to 2. Under 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Oh, great defensive play by Williams. Knocked the pass away. Great hustle there by Kraft. Getting it back for the Sachems. Gogolin, Euro step, lays it in. Oh, now that looked like a college play right there by Gogolin. Marcus Jean Jacques took it into the traffic. Ball stripped away. 2-on-1 break. Gogolin on the alley-oop doesn't go. Arlington could have numbers if they push. Here comes Jaden Williams in the corner to Marcus Jean Jacques. Baseline drive, pulls it up. Arlington resets the offense. Down by 4. Almost halfway through the fourth quarter. Gogolin went for the steal, didn't get it. Hess from just inside the 3-point arc, no. Burns with another offensive rebound, gets it to Ho. Ho, baseline drive, puts it in. Arlington down by 2, 43-41, exactly halfway through the fourth quarter. Here comes Shagru on the pass, got it to Gogolin. Gogolin missed another bunny. Ball's knocked loose. Winchester ball. Up and down we go. Rowan Paoletti Newton into the Arlington lineup. He replaces Jaden Williams. 43-41 Sachems, 3:44 remaining in the ball game. Shaquille found himself in the corner. It was a dangerous area to be in. Got it out. Go inside to Pinar. Pinar's turn, spins off the window. Yes! Quinton Pinar now with 20. And the Sachems lead at 45-41. Burns goes around the back. Now tricky dribbles again. Gets it back out top of the key. Cole lost control of it for a moment. Arlington resets, 15 on the shot clock. Marcus Jean Jacques to the basket. And we look like he might have got hit on that one. They're going to say it was blocked. Remains Winchester ball. remains Arlington ball. Last touch by Winchester. Oof. Henry Kraft, number 11, back into the Sachem lineup. Arlington will inbound on the sideline. Of course, Arlington didn't even get a new shot clock out of that either, so they're going to have to work. Hess inside, double team, triple team. Tried to get it to anybody who's open. Burns was, Ho was, and a shot clock violation will be called against Arlington. .2:59 remaining fourth quarter. Arlington down by 4, facing their potential first loss of the season. Shagru back inside to Pinar. Pinar floats it, no. Hess with the rebound. Tried to get it ahead of the pack to Jean Jack. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Winchester. It will be Arlington ball. 2:43 to go. Now Winchester's been doing some offensive defensive substitutions with Shaquille 23 and Kraft 11, and they continue that trend right there. Kraft back in. Inside to Hess, and Hess is being pushed from behind, and they will call that foul against Shagru. I believe for Shagru that will be his 3rd and the 5th on the team. 2:35 remaining fourth quarter. Arlington down by 4. Hess for 3. Ooh, just a little bit long. 2:24 to go. Winchester ball with a 4-point lead. The game has really slowed down offensively here in the second half. Nice entry pass there by Shagru into Pinar. Pinar, no, he's fouled on the play. He will go to the line for 2. I think they're going to get Dennis Ho on that foul. First on Dennis, 5th on the team. Both teams now with 5 team fouls. 2:10 to go, fourth quarter. Arlington down by 4. First free throw for Pinar is around the rim and out. Zero for 2. Long rebound came out. Arlington unable to come up with it. 3-point shot for Shagru. This will be big, and it is. Shagru knocks down the 3-pointer. Winchester up by 7. Dennis Ho back the other way, no. And the rebound is Winchester under 2 minutes to go in the game. So Arlington really had a tough break there. They got neither of the 2 free throws were good by Winchester, but the rebound came out long as a traveling violation is committed by Winchester. The rebound came out long. Now remember, in the new protocols with COVID, there's only 2 players on the blocks for both teams, and so that shooter becomes a factor. Couldn't come up with the rebound for Arlington, and now back-to-back traveling violations, one by Winchester and now this one by Arlington. It'll be Winchester ball. And in the resulting action after those missed free throws, Shagru open here on the wing, and he knocked down a huge 3-pointer that gave the Sachems a 7-point lead. And that's where we stand right now, 48-41, Winchester with 1:45 to go. And Arlington forces the double team there and forces a Winchester timeout. A timeout Winchester, they use their 2nd of their 5 timeouts. Again, a situation where Arlington had created a great double team on the Winchester player and forced Winchester to call a timeout to save the possession. So Coach Fleming now will diagram what he wants his team to do. Coach Woods has his players on their seats talking to them for the final 1:42. It's going to be tough for Arlington here. It's been a challenge offensively for both teams. Remember, we were 31-30 at the half. Winchester has scored 17 second half points. Arlington has been held to only 11 second half points, and that's been the difference here with the 7-point margin for the final 1:42. Both teams with 5 team fouls, so each team has 1 to give before we get to the bonus on 7. It'll be interesting. I'm sure Arlington's going to have to be super aggressive defensively. They're down 7 and there's only 1:42 to go. So they're going to need a couple of turnovers and definitely going to have to convert on the offensive end where they have been challenged here in the second half. Ho, able to anticipate that pass, got around Pinar, but just unable to come up with it. Knocked it out of bounds, Winchester ball. Yeah, Coach Wood's making a good point. So a discussion there about the distance that Marcus Jean Jacques has to give on the inbounding play. Remember, it's always been 3 feet. This year it's 6. And it's the defensive players. Defensive player has to give that 6 feet. Now in the ensuing action, it's going to be Rowan Paoletti-Newton committing the foul. Team foul number 6 against Arlington. Inbounding play for Winchester, and the whistle was sounded. I think Winchester will retain possession on this one. Let's see. You know, the officials are making adjustments. It's very difficult. You go from having a whistle in your mouth for all these years to now have one in your hand, and every once in a while you hit that button on the electronic whistle, and I think that's what happened there. And good job there by the officials just saying, hey, you know, we made a mistake, we hit the inadvertent whistle. Winchester had possession. Winchester retained possession, and now we're going to have Miles Hess committing the foul. That will put Arlington over the limit. One-on-one situation here for number 24, Matthew Hugh. Aiden Woog-McGinty into the Arlington lineup. Burns checks out. 1-1 for Winchester. And he knocks the first one down. Matthew Hugh, first point of the game. Hugh, 1 of 2. Sachem's by 8, 1:22 to go. Rowan Paoletti-Newton to the basket. No, he'll go to the line for 2. I think that foul is going to go against Shagru. And that will be Philip Shagru's 4th. 2 shots for, oh no, they're going to call, I beg your pardon, they're going to call that a blocking foul before the shot. And so just possession for Arlington. Arlington will not go to the line. Team foul number 6 for Winchester, so we'll be in the bonus for both teams for the duration of the game. But Arlington could have used those 2 for Paoletti-Newton to get 2 points off the clock without 2 points off the lead without the clock running. Now Woog-McGinty takes the foul for Arlington just to stop the clock and put Winchester at the line for another 1-on-1. It'll be Pinar at the line for the Sachems. Eight-point lead for Winchester. Remains that way. Woog-McGinty with the rebound. Arlington pushing here. Probably needs some threes. They're down by 8 with a minute to go. Paoletti-Newton couldn't get it off. Hess gonna drive, and he gets bumped. Let's see what we have. Foul will be called against Matthew Hugh. That will put Winchester over the limit, and Miles Hess will go to the line for a 1-and-1. 56, or was that a 5? 56.2 seconds remaining. Arlington down 49-41. Miles Hess at the line for a 1-and-1. Hess, Arlington's leading scorer, second leading scorer. Free throw's no good. And Winchester will have the ball running down the final minute of this game. Arlington down by 8. Arlington goes for the trap, doesn't get it. Winchester doing a nice job moving the ball around, resulting in a 3-point corner shot there by Goggle, and no good. Rebound Winchester, and Shagru picks up the rebound, and Marcus Jean Jacques will commit the foul. Team foul number 9 for the Spy Ponders. 39.5 seconds remaining. Winchester leads at 49-41, and it looks like Arlington is looking down the barrel of their first loss of the season. Free throw is good by Shagru. He has a dozen on the afternoon. Hits them both. 51-41 Winchester. Three-pointer shot by Phelan Newton, no good. Rebound Winchester. I don't think Arlington will foul with a 10-point differential. They are still going to play hard and trap and see if they can get a steal. And a 10-second violation will be called. Great defense by Arlington, resulting in the turnover. So even though Arlington didn't commit the foul, they weren't going to let Winchester just dribble that clock out. There was double teams, triple teams, and Arlington will play this one down to the final buzzer, down 10 with 22 seconds to go. Hess comes off for the three. Shot is blocked by Shagru. It will remain Arlington ball on the sideline. 17.6 seconds remaining. Of course, the shot clock is off. And just now a matter of running out the final score. Phelan Newton with an off-balance three, no good. Shagru with the rebound this time. I believe Winchester will just dribble out the clock. Winchester won't take any shots. Arlington won't foul, and that will do it. Arlington suffers their first loss of the season to the Sachems of Winchester. Winchester will improve to 4-1, matching Arlington's record. Both teams finishing this afternoon's contest with a record of 4-1 in the Middlesex Liberty Division. Let's take a look at the scoring roundup for this afternoon's game. For Winchester, Sean Goglin had 4 points. Henry Kraft had 2 points. Omar Shaquille had 9. Matthew Hugh with 3. Philip Shagru, 8 points in the first half, ended up with 13 for the game. And the high point man for the Sachems and the ACMi player of the game is Quinton Pinar with 20 points. For the Spy Ponders, Luca Ruggiero had 4. Rowan Phelan Newton had 6. Henry Burns with 3. Miles Hess with 9. Marcus Jean Jack with 7. Jaden Williams with 2. High point man for the Spy Ponders, Dennis Ho with 10 points. So the Spy Ponders suffer their first loss of the season. They will now take to the road to play Winchester on Saturday, January 30th. They then play at Reading on Saturday, February 6th. And our next home game will be on Tuesday, February 9th at 6 o'clock when the Rockets of Reading High School come into the Kozlowski Gymnasium. So we look forward to seeing you at that time. So, for our cameraman, Maxwell DePriest, and for Kevin Wetmore, our producer, I'm Don Phelan. Once again, the final score here from the Kozlowski Gymnasium, Winchester 51, Arlington 41. Thanks for joining us.